Hi guys. I don't even remember what I was doing last. Cooldown reduction. Right, so we finally have extremely high evasion rating. And I've replaced the immense vitality over here, which is giving me, while the toggle is on, you have max life multiplier. So even though it is like... That is actually very interesting. Even though it's like locking half of my health, it's also giving me quite a lot of life multiplier. So we are only losing about like 25% of our life, I think, thanks to the multiplier. It's kind of cool. And what's going on? Huh? Well, I waited properly. Oh, that's weird. I don't think it's gonna say anything over here though, because I waited properly. My nether charge is already full. Maybe Tiara again? I don't know where it is. It's actually... Well, not there. It's here. I cannot find it yet. We'll continue with like Tiara and Orin. Hopefully this is somewhere that I can run. Oh no, it's not. Okay, I need to swap this. Let's try and like build up to one of them then. Yeah, maybe I'm like this guy. Sitting the meteors off screen. Grab myself a beer before dinner. It's like the best one, right? While you're hungry with empty stomach. There should have been like a legendary in the game that increases the radius of whirlwind. There is only a legendary that is basically saying like you can use ancestral skills while spinning, so it makes pretty much like them instant casts. Oh, Lauren. Right there. This is not really giving a helm. Oh, we gotta take this chance now. Jabane the Tempest Trickster. Beers again? What do you mean again? This is my first one of the day. What is that supposed to mean? This is my protein shake. Ah, the portal is open. What are the odds? That's the biggest scope I've ever had. Oh, he keeps on dodging the meteors. It's like relocating or something. The music kind of like lines up with the bard here. It almost feels like it's the bard that is playing it. Oh my god. Oh no, it's the wrong one. I got baited. Look, they just need to change. Well, it still is insane simply because I can't reroll the legendary of this guy. I think. Even the level is extremely good. 115. Yeah, even the level is extremely good. Whenever you cast a skill in combat, you have 30% chance to restore missing mana. That sounds pretty terrible, by the way. So, how's it going, Boo? Welcome to the stream. Manu, let me ask you this. Is it possible for you to roll the same item when you're re-rolling? Can you get duplicates? YOLO? Well, I like that necklace, so I'm gonna sit on it. Like, this is going to be a huge upgrade for me, in fact. So we're gonna come here. We'll put this in. And then we go upgrade the item level. And then we go legendary effects. Bloody explosions no longer removes. You gain the following skill: cleanse. The skill in the third ancestral skill slot deals increased damage. Other deal increased damage. This affects 5% of each equipped jewel. What the hell? You hit an enemy with a sword imbued skill. You have a chance to trigger a shield globe. Whenever you block, you restore life. This is kind of cool, by the way. This would be huge survival upgrade. Flashing darts can now be imbued. Your ultimatum gains plus 3 levels right there. And we go up. Let's see. Normal stats. Single row. Defense stats minus like evasion. It actually has rare stat evasion. That's interesting. You can have rare stat armor pen though. You can have critical strike chance, which is probably what I'm going to be getting this time around, to be fair. I wonder if there's a high critical strike chance in my stash. Possibly not, but because I would have known, I think. But maybe, just maybe. Tenacity? Like, what's my neck giving again? Double res, 80 res, armor pen, double roll damage, and evasion defensive. Yeah, you would rather have like triple offensive here. Mana regen, elemental damage. Evasion is base stat there. Experience gain. Yeah, I don't think there's anything offensive here, unfortunately. Attack speed. That's a beautiful roll also, but I gain nothing from attack speed. Hey Stan, welcome back. Welcome back to me too. Maximum mana. Guys, I really thought there was a crit strike chance somewhere. I was wrong. Shit. Oh well. Maybe we'll find it today, right? Who knows? Evasion. Wait, why did I even pick this up? Life Leech? Epic stat Life Leech. Interesting. Overdrive damage. 56%. Okay, so... Again, how are we rolling this? Batteries are on the wall, but like, be very careful of pulling that, please. Like, hold the frame, please. Thank you. Oop. That's already maximum roll. Like, why is it so low though? 10%, because it's like plus 10, I guess. Look, that's 5% is such a low roll over there, in my opinion. Yeah, you can have armor penetration, roll damage, and evasion, and then like you can have crit strike chance. I think I'm gonna never mind the penetration on this item, I wanna say. Even though it's like 40%, honestly. I'm not sure where I would be gaining my penetration from, but So this one goes away. And this one goes away for now. And then this one becomes evasion, I think. Yeah. They are probably the same rolls. Crit strike chance, 325. This one is the same. So we go raw damage here instead. Armor pen. Any raw damage enjoyers? There we go. Okay, we take this out. I was having like light and shadow basically on it. Right, and my resistances. Fire is low. Fire is very low for some reason. That's awkward. How am I playing like that? What's light and shadow? This is fire, light, and shadow, I guess, in that case. Unless I have an offensive stat that I want to roll there, but... Let's see. Ah, fire maximum rolled. Beautiful. I've completed my craziest fortune yet. Got an obelisk that gave me 4% equipment quality each wave at wave 20. Then like 10 waves later, I got a challenge that doubled all of the obelisk effects. I don't know what to do with the obelisk. Can you please tell me, do you need to like keep it alive or something for it to be like worth it? Or can it just like die and it's okay? Shadows, yeah? Movement speed is rolling maximum. So if I'm not mistaken, I need lights. Yeah. Isn't it? Fire, shadow, lights. Yeah, definitely. Armor pen again. Okay, so we open the shadow now. And we roll away. You have to keep it alive each wave. And also got some global chests. But do you need to keep it alive like until the very end? Or it just gives you the bonus every time it is alive. And then when it dies, you know, it's still alright. Like, the bonus stays. Look at all the legendaries on the floor. Holy. What is going on? Congrats. That's pretty insane. What is going on? Like, any good rolls? Okay, evasion is done. That was almost it with the crit strike chance. 10 shadow. $9.55 roll. $3.25. Come on, the light resistance now. 10%. Hello? Okay. Toughness. I think savagery would be good, in my opinion, at this point. Troll. That was a troll. Right, we have our new necklace, guys. Armor penetration is suffering, pretty much. I have 81% armor pen now. That said, you can take this out now. And take this guy. Oh, that was not pen. I thought that was like pen. That was reachable. Maybe this guy? Yeah. Attack speed, armor pen. 11%. You can go all the way up to 20% pen right there. The other one is right over here, which is elemental pen. Too bad. Don't think I can connect to this. Yeah. I'll take this guy for now. The armor pen. So it's maxed out, I think. One last item. We'll build up to it, I think. My flag. Yo, what's up, Surge? You rerolled 1624. Evasion, really? Well, we got it again, I suppose, so that's lucky. Sorry, I didn't realize. I have no regeneration at all, like I need to leech. So at the start of every single run, I'm engaging combat with like 10% life. Why won't you open the gates? How's it going, Surge? Just found my necklace also now. So we're lacking the helm now as the last item, basically, and then I'll scale them at its events. Check like how strong the character gets. So as you're saying, farming kills 35,000 at the moment, and continue planning on the Plane Eater Slurm Planner. Conversions are screwing me. I think I need flat damage on the gear. Are you doing like a new build or something? Hey, Nick. It's the missile overdrive version with vengeance. Yeah, how many kills do you have on your vengeance? I'm above 330 now. Oh wait, we might be able to upgrade, guys. One there. Neck is not ready though. Maybe the gloves can be upgraded. Gloves is going to be 11, in fact. I'm gaining a lot of crit chance, by the way, from the necklace. Like, that swap is pretty big, actually. Dude, I don't have any 11s. What is this? It's 94%. I'll max it out before doing this, guys. Is it giving me that much failure chance? Because it's 5, it needs to be a higher version. That's okay. Critical reinforcements. What is the game's name? Very detailed. The game's Slormancer. It's on Steam. The Slormancer. Just started a few hours ago. I wanted to full crit ancestral on the gear with % life, but the weapon can't amp up the converted flats from the life. Okay, are we talking about vengeance here? So what you're saying is that vengeance does not gain damage according to the raw health that you gain from your gear or something? Is that what you're saying? Multi applies only to the casual flat damage. Conversions are getting okay. Alright. To be honest with you, like, I started lucking my HP, right? So like 50% of my life is lucked. And I was thinking I would have gained a lot more damage than this. I only gained like 30k average skill damage or something. It's fairly low. Maybe it has something to do with what you are also saying right now. Can only double dip the life. I'm a PoE 2 gamer. Normally, me too. Just this league didn't like it so much. Maybe the next one will be much better. Like 17. With your life lock, on the elemental damage node on the tree. 16% life as elemental damage missing life. No max, but you can gain missing life as damage from legendary. Is this here? That's you're saying? Ah. 8k is nothing, you know. 25% of your missing life. I feel like I wouldn't be comfortable lucking my life until I have like a very strong character like this. Don't know. Elemental warrior. It's not missing but max life. Only 16%. It's like explained wrong or something then. I don't know how that's even possible. Not sure. You saw the mental pact? %. It failed to proc them. Well, at least didn't fail, I guess. The upgrade, that is. That is going to be +8. The gloves are ready to become 12. Let's do something like this. No! Reinforcements failed. It's working against me now. Guys, you can find all of the legendaries with all characters in this game, right? Right, that's good. How's it going, Mod? Awesome PLD God, thank you. Aiming to make it better, hopefully. We can certainly get much stronger than this because my items are low level. I'm upgrading them today slowly. But when it comes to changing the build, I don't think much is going to change anymore, to be fair. I think it's just going to be like numbers game. Living in night right now, it is awesome. Just worldwing and grappling in the mage tower, I see. Yeah, so for something like this, if you find the Earthbreak shoulders, you're going to be also proccing meteors every time you grapple. So you don't really need, like, you know, something special. It's just the Earthbreak shoulders, basically. These shoulders, Earthbreak. Now you can make something like this from Ancestor Strikes. Oh. What would you do to level a bit quicker without a trainee weapon? I think trainee weapon is just like the best leveling, and then you jump into Forge. Forge is definitely, in my opinion, also very good if you have a strong character. If you're not going to play with the trainee weapon, you could try and like run with the necklace that gives you ultimatum levels, and then you go with the ultimatum that gives you experience gain. That's not too bad either, but definitely nowhere near the trainee weapon. Certainly not. So if you add the trainee weapon, in my opinion, like level its affinity and just like play with that until level 30. I mean, until level 100, yeah. That's probably what I would do, but... what I'm supposed to do here? Maybe this guy? Let's do this guy. But yeah, in my experience, like Forge is definitely giving much more experience than other stuff, because it's just like showering you with monsters continuously, as long as you're strong enough for it. Certainly. You said there's a necklace that gives ultimatum levels. Yeah. There's a legendary necklace called Olorin, I think. Olorin. It gives ultimatum levels. 3 levels to your ultimatum. I don't think it actually scales with pluses. So it's always 3. It's one of those like unique legendaries that actually does not go higher as you level up the item. As far as I can tell. Because it's probably too strong. A 0.1 scaling per level doesn't seem to be strong. Would be like +4 maximum. Is it actually scaling? Can I have it like at +4? And I do believe it's very strong, by the way. Because like especially for the crit damage one, it's crazy. How do you check it while standing like this? My old necklace was +10, so it still is giving 3 levels. So I guess like I would have gained +4 at like 11. Is that what you're saying? Maybe? I don't know. Check it up, upgrade guy. Yeah. When you're re-rolling, I suppose, like it shows. I'm about to play a little bit today, so we might even be able to upgrade it to level 10. Have some time right now in this evening. What role should I pick up in this forge to get a lot of experience? The experience doesn't necessarily matter for the roles too much, other than like extra elite and like 25% more monsters in the next wave, I would say. To be honest with you, like in your shoes, I would probably just get my rune and get out. So that means you do the siege leader or whatever, and then get out, right? Like that's probably how I would play until like the runes are over. Because when the runes are over, he starts offering you some nice buffs as well for your run, and then you start pushing further ahead. That's how I played at least. If you're strong enough, you could definitely like push to 100 for sure, and it's probably even better for you to like open something that you're just like face rolling instead of having a hard time or like grindy. You know, some characters have like no problem surviving, but like they're gonna take a while to kill. Like that's probably not worth your time, right? It's like it's better to go something easier to just complete the face roll to gain experience. But yeah, I would hold the trainee weapon and I would upgrade this affinity as high as possible, as soon as possible, so that like you get primordial trainee weapon. And primordial trainee weapon continues upgrading all the time. And it's gonna get you to level 100 in a matter of hours, basically. Like it's very quick. So I heard. I'm gonna try it on my next character as well. You could try and craft it, but it's obviously expensive, especially for like a low level character. It is pretty expensive, unfortunately. I think it's like maybe 1,000 spirits, perhaps. Might be. So it's obviously better if you can like find it. Yeah, 1k red. Yeah. I don't remember if you were like getting weapon drops from Forge. Because like alternatively you could just run the Forge as is right now, right? Until 1k red spirits and then craft it in the worst case. And in the meantime maybe you get it. Like I don't know, I'm not sure. Back-to-back 2 failures on my necklace within 15%. Oh, yeah. That is pretty unfortunate, honestly. That's really hilarious, by the way. Okay, so we were talking about this guy. I don't think it scales, you see? Do you see it? Like the legendary effect says just 3 instead of, you know, having another decimal, I guess. Yeah. Oh, roll damage. What is going on here? I think it's a bad roll, though, no? Ah, it's actually not too bad. It's not too bad. It's only missing 92k. Okay. Yeah. We have one more roll damage here, guys. Where am I putting this? To my shoulders, maybe? In fact? Perhaps? Shoulders, roll damage into roll damage, of course. So instead of 3.1k, we're gaining 6.1k. 3,000 roll damage out of nothing. Right here. Boom. Oh, I don't have pure slurm. Of course I don't have pure slurm. Let's go get some pure slurm. Overdrive damage? I think there should be a point in this like Slurm Temple, right? Where it starts dropping like just 10k pure Slurm so that like you're done with it. Yeah, I'm just complaining, I guess. Buddha is there saying, can the game be played well with a just mouse on no keyboard? Perhaps some builds, maybe. Like, especially if you have a, like, if you think about it, I'm just rotating and I'm only clicking left and right button. I'm barely ever like using anything else. So with a mouse that has like extra 2 buttons, like you should definitely be able to play. But that said though, like my build doesn't really work with like click to move. I don't know why. Whirlwind is not so great. So maybe there are like better builds out there, Buddha, that is capable of like point to click and just fine. Maybe some sort of like a target and shoot kind of thing. Because there's an option to like click and move in the settings, but when I tried it like with the whirlwind, it was requiring a target to like start spinning, and then it wasn't moving. It was really terrible. I don't know why. Because like I prefer click to move in RPGs, even though like the new trend is to WASD. Just old school basically. Cannot really change from it. But this game with this build, I'm playing with a keyboard, yeah. I'll do like 2 more flows just in case. Waiting for the new PoE League. There was going to be like a new PoE League announcement stream, right? I would probably like to watch that. Maybe I'll watch it on stream. We'll see. But chances are I'm not going to be playing on the lounge. I think GG is going to be like, you know, having a better patch later on, most likely. Even if I'm gonna play, I'll most likely play it like 2 weeks into it or something. Every range build can be played with only mouse. That's good to know. Might try it on my Hunters tomorrow. Mob is saying it's crazy that the new season drops on the day I'm gonna go on vacation. I have a small vacation this upcoming week as well. From Thursday to Monday, like just 3 days, right? I'll do one more floor. But I don't even know like when the new league is dropping, so it's fine. Serge, I'm gonna say some stuff. Like I'll also like pronounce it clearly and like slowly, and then you say correct, and then I continue, okay? So like in this game, you're either dealing skill damage or elemental damage, okay? No, you can, okay, alright, since I said either, that is true, you can certainly have a build that is dealing both of the damage types. Right, okay, good. So we're on the same page right now. And then afterwards, listen here. To increase your skill damage, you need to basically have Reaper damage and Row damage. That is how you're basically increasing your skill damage. Okay. And the elemental damage is being increased by just on the elemental damage. Yeah, okay. Right. Now comes the tricky part. Listen. Regardless of if you are using skill damage or elemental damage, you are capable of dealing fire damage. Correct or no? Like fireball on the tree. No, I was more thinking, okay, what you're saying is it can still be wrong because fireball on the tree could be scaling for elemental damage, right? Yeah, exactly. Nevertheless, if maybe it's elemental. But what I was thinking was imbuements. I think like when you imbue, you start dealing the damage type of that imbuement, and you're now capable also of like putting the ailment of that damage type. But I think it doesn't convert you to elemental, I want to say. No? Okay, do tell. Like, there's this last bit that I need to get rid of when it comes to like damage types in this game before I can actually like talk about it in a guide. It doesn't convert. Yeah, so I mean, it doesn't really convert to elemental damage from skill, right? But if you fire imbue, aren't you now dealing fire? It is an exact effect depending on what you have picked additionally on the tree. Okay, let me see. So look, for instance, right? if you go here, it says your primary and secondary skills are now imbued with shadow. Shadow imbued skills deal increased damage. Okay. So am I not like just skill damage that is shadow now? If I take this? Sorry, it's getting a little bit confusing, guys, but I think we need to get rid of this obstacle here for once and for all. So I know what I'm talking about. Has 50% increased damage as shadow. Yeah, but like, look, I'm like, if I take this, right? Look. So I am sitting at 169, which is also awkward. It's because of my weapon. So 169, 800 something. And then I go over here, right? I'm going to take shadow imbuements, right? So now we are imbued with shadow. It is 169, 800. And now you will see me attacking shadow. You see this? It is very interesting, actually. Where am I going? Okay. Apparently the timer started already, which is hateful. Hope I don't fail this. So I think we're, in fact, like dealing shadow damage right now, even though I didn't suffer a damage penalty. By the way, there's going to be more. Like, I have one more sentence to go through after this. Okay, let me ask you this. Just never mind all the conversation that we have, right, so far. Am I dealing shadow damage right now that, like, I imbued my weapons like this? Like, what sort of damage do I have right now? Even though I didn't really suffer any sort of, like, damage penalty.
But I know you prefer this.
Thank you, love. I have a little bit of dinner, guys. Hey, Kuno. Good evening. You're dealing still skill damage? Yeah, I know. I know, but what is the shadow imbuement doing exactly then to me? Like, I'm clearly dealing skill damage, I agree. It's never elemental. But I'm also capable of cursing them, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. Like, you can even see the curse effects on the enemy. Go into PvP and test if you are dealing versus Shadow Immune. Is there... You're fucking baiting me so hard here. I was about to ask, is there PvP in this game? Thanks. I hate you, Stan. Increasing your damage on the skill, not your sheet damage, just to get like C on the skill, what the damage is. Yeah, right, over here, right? Like, for instance, we can clearly see this is like casting a shadow thingy. And if I, it was like 222 or something, I think. 222 max, yeah. I take this away. Then we're still going to be... It's actually going to be 148 now. Very interesting. That's so interesting. Why is it like that? What the fuck? Okay. It becomes 222. It's gaining so much damage. And now over here, we have 2.2 million meteor damage. And then you go over here and remove it. Now it becomes 2.2. For some reason, Meteor is not being affected because Meteor is not primary or secondary. This is imbuing your primary and secondary, remember. So, like Whirlwind. We can check Whirlwind as well in that case. 600k right now. And with this included, it's going to be 900,000. It's gaining about like 30%. Now, all this aside, if you go for... First of all, let's get out of here. Okay, so I go back to my like normal setup, right? I have the crits, I have the vengeance, and we have no imbuements. I regularly have this guy. And my... Yeah, we have a little bit like, I think... What's going on here? Okay, we have 1 million, but it's a little bit higher than it should be because like I'm missing more health basically, so I gain more damage. But now we remove this guy and then we check 916. Right, so that guy is very big. So and then you take this 916 becomes. See, this is interesting now. It still sits on 916. Okay. And now we remove this. Check Whirlwind. 2,082,000. And then we take this. 3 million. Are you seeing this? We're getting 50% more damage from just imbuing my weapon with Shadow. Why? What the fuck? Imbuements are pretty big for like primary and secondary upgrades, I think. But what do they do exactly? $60k damage out of that raw damage there. Okay, because it doesn't give you plus 50% all skill damage, it just gives you your primary and secondary 50% damage. Yeah, so it sits at 916, but your damage on the primary and secondary will be bigger because it gives you 50% more damage, gives you the effect that is stated on the imbuement, and also a fancy spell look. The effect that is stated. Okay, so Dark Ritual, your primary and secondary skills now imbued with Shadow, and these imbued skills are dealing 50% more damage. The life cost of the Dark Ritual is increased by 100%. Yeah, I'm costing life. I see. That's alright. That's fine. Certainly. Right, when you imbue in this game, can I curse the enemy right now? With the Shadow ability now? Not with the amulet. This is like hooking up so much damage. No, you cannot curse. So if I was fire imbuing, then I cannot burn either. Burn works. What the fuck? Oh, because it says it. So it mentions it. Okay, so the bonus of this is in fact the fact that like you can burn them, by the way. And the burn is dealing elemental damage, as you can see. Oh, this is so weird. Okay. It's a bit confusing, but I think we are still only skill damage, and therefore we are going through armor still. The shadow resistance does nothing to me, even though I have dark ritual on the enemies, that is. And I cannot curse them, of course, because it's not mentioned. What this skill does, literally, is just it buffs your primary and secondary by 50%, that's it. And now it costs mana instead. Sorry, life instead. So you don't even need mana anymore. Shadow Imbue is like the only standalone imbuement that is good on its own. The rest wants add-ons. It's added the coast? 100%, yeah. But still, that's alright. That's even better for a build like mine, because now you don't need to like fix your mana regeneration or something from someplace. It's not too bad. Tiara is not open. I need to do something else. Maybe this one. Build towards that. My whirlwind is sitting for about like 10 million now. Okay. Thanks for the clarifications and the discussion, guys. Appreciate it. I think we're good. Think so. It still costs mana? How so? It's just the effect that's like coasting HP, I guess. Like it costs both, I guess. It's kind of awkward. I thought it was just like converting it. Yeah, it's an added cost. Fair enough. Fair enough. That I didn't understand there, I guess. Oh, that was a more at the end. $65 million. Tiara is in the Lich. Yeah. Oh, that's not the Lich, is it? It's a Huntress. I should have unlocked that long time ago. Feels bad. No, the goal of the question is to be able to basically explain to somebody what is like the damage types here, what is elemental damage, what is skill damage. But the simple way to explain that is like very easy. That's fine. But there's obviously confusions happening when you go further. Like you can imbue them, right? And then, like, what is it? Are they like going through elemental resistances then afterwards? You know, when you imbue them, etc. Like, I needed to be sure, basically. It's clear that it doesn't. When it's capable of like dealing any sort of elemental damage, just like we have seen it over here, it does mention it. Look, when you mouse over this guy, it says burn deals elemental damage. You see that? It's very interesting that like it doesn't even say fire damage. It's kind of interesting. It says elemental damage. You see? So you're going against basically with the only burn, like even if you're imbued, right? So if I would imbue my weapon with flames right now, I would still go against the armor of the enemy, except my burns. It is locked behind this guy now, which is only requiring me to run this guy, I think. I'll run it. Slowly unlocking the entire primordial. Even though my charges are full. Go to Discord. Andrews is there. How are you? I'm doing great. How about you? Welcome to the stream, Andrews. Grinding away, having a nice stream. And having dinner. Started playing this with my knights as well. Hope you enjoy it, mates. I've been having a blast with this. Kuno, do you know a way to ignore the silence grounds? $70 million Meteor. Okay, we'll probably have an upgrade, right? At least one. Let's see. %29%, only a normal upgrade. Not good. Thank you, by the way, Andreas. I don't think there's a way to ignore that, unfortunately, no. Yeah. Like, that's the only thing that's basically remaining that is tiny little bit frustrating, let's say, for a character like this. You still cannot go that one. So what am I to do then? I don't really want to, like, spend my nether charge on something else. Is there something that I could build up to? This guy. So I can, in fact, hit even harder than this with my whirlwind if I play like this, by the way. That would be 50% more damage on the whirlwind. So we'll be seeing like 15 million whirlwind picks now. Now we became like a whirlwind character, pretty much. To be honest with you, like, I would be okay with that if I had a way to, like, scale it. Its area, especially. Its reach is very limited, in my opinion. Like, look at one of those, like, accomplished projectile builds, right? It's the entire screen in, like, one button. And then your whirlwind trying to, like, path through everybody. You need to put a tiara in a place that I can run, please, game. I can actually run it though. The Moonshade, it's Shadow Guy. My shadow resistance is capped. Absolutely beautiful. Let's run it. This is going to be my first time against the primordial big one, basically. Oops. Didn't spawn yet. No loot here. Yeah. No, I think what Kuno said is pretty much on point. It just does what it says on the point, right? Like when you mouse over it, it's literally just doing what it says. Nothing else. I'm taking quite a bit of damage from the clones, pretty much. Like, only the clones, in fact. Oh my god! Let's go, man! Well, that does it. I am full nether piece now. Oh, that's beautiful. That's crazy. What are you gonna put on that? Dun, 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 dun. Rare stats, magic stats, life on hits. How am I healing? Like, I don't have control over my character. I don't know how I am healing my character for the most part. I don't really know how big of a deal that life on hit is. Probably not much though, if I have to guess. I need to like armor pen somewhere. What is like the mana regeneration doing here exactly? Gotta explain to me. Mana regen is probably a waste. Most probably. I like the area, that's fine. Any armor pens? No armor pens here. No crit shenanigans either. There's maximum life. There's melee recasting. Well, to be fair, there isn't really much. Like, I see that... the magic stats... Elite damage reduction, damage done to elites? No. Johnny's there saying, yo, guess who just beat Grandpa's ass? Congrats, Johnny. Who knows, so to speak? Exactly. Exactly. Attack speed once again. Damn. I don't know how to roll these guys. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of looks weird. I feel like I should be able to find something like a lot better than this, but apparently like you're sitting with max life and mana regen. You could go for something stupid like overdrive, which isn't too bad at all. Like, but I would need to like go for overdrive everywhere, and I think it's a little bit too late to like change my build like that. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm like lazy to like roll all of these items again, so I am sitting on it like this. It's fine. This helm, however, is going to be a little bit confusing because I think like you would rather put something like crit strike chance and roll damage, of course, on the base stats, or like movement speed and roll damage or something, and defense probably like element evasion, right? Row evasion. Magic stat would be yeah, that's an interesting one. I don't think I want to take evasion there. Melee damage reduction is dead as well. There's no armor pen. There is no damage to elites as far as I can tell. Because those are like my main secondary stats, let's say. There's like maximum life, which is awkward. You probably bring like another magic stat from somewhere else, to be honest with you. Like a rear damage reduction or something, I don't know. These are really awkward. I have no idea what the hell is going on. I don't know what to do. Wait, there's no roll damage on the helm apparently, right? For now, You probably do like maximum life or something in that case. Which is so useless, you have no idea. It's incredibly useless for me, especially. It's just awkward. Where's the evasion roll? Rare stats? Melee damage reduction. Dude, I hate this helm. It's crazy. I don't know what to do with my helm. I had to put like 3 different rolls here, I think, for the most part. You don't need to keep natural rolls. Shove something onto the like basic stats. The thing is that you gain endless life, but don't scale with it. Yeah, you're supposed to get like percentage though, right? Because like the endless life that you're gaining is probably flat. So you want like percentage life, I think. Take rebound to have a chance for the meteors to bounce from the floor. Percent somewhere, yeah. I have like this new effect, right? Like the immense vitality, which is like 42% multiplier, which is not too bad at all, honestly. But that's literally almost like the only thing, pretty much. We can take it maybe like from here or something, like maximum life percentage right there. But to be fair, there's nothing else anyways for now. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Over here, the magic stat is like life on hits, which I want to see if my character is surviving without those things. Maximum life percent right there. The rare stat over here was like melee damage reduction, which is not terrible, but maybe do like elite damage reduction, I was thinking, because like I'm not going to die to a regular enemy, I think. Yeah, it kind of depends on like what I'm going to roll on the epic stats as well, by the way. Like we should roll that. Oh, there's armor pen on the helm. Okay, that's decent. That's decent. There's also resistances, I think, on the helm, right? So like if I take this off, imagine that we are going to be gaining eventually 30% all resistance, right? So 30% on everything, we're going to be sitting on light 63 and fire 63. So like you would need light and fire, and it is possible for you to max out armor pen, I think. So it looks like there is a room for armor pen here. That's interesting. That's okay. I'll lock the armor pen, I think. For now, at least, it's alright. So, what did I say? Like light and fire or something? Like fucking fish brain? Yeah. Fish memory. Okay. Fire is there. Very good. We can unlock them now. Go back to mono and kill. And that's pretty much like the only thing that I care about right now. And it's probably going to be elite damage reduction, I guess. I don't know. I'll do elite damage reduction. All damage reduction. I don't like the Nether Realm. Frozen and cursed like all the time. Yeah, Johnny, you need the specific resistances starting from the Nether. Pretty much. So you need to go cold, shadow, fire, etc. And Johnny, listen here. Helm, neck, chest, cloak, and 2 rings. Those are the items that I'm giving you on the epic rolls. Specific resistances. And there's a huge helm called Tiara of the Ancestral Champion that gives you all the way up to 30% all resistances by just legendary effects. Like, that's my preferred helm, basically. Come Nether. Before Nether, you could run something else, certainly. Because you don't really need that much. I'd also like to test if I can make 100% Ancestral Strike possible without relying on specific Reapers. Percentage armor works with legendary effects, which converts evasion to armor. I don't know how it works exactly. I cannot read your name, I'm sorry. I don't know how to read it. But I am going for evasion for the most part. Like, I'm going for evasion everywhere, as much as I can. I don't know how the armor percent would work, because I think your armor is now equal to... Yeah, your armor is equal to 75% of your evasion. Like, unless the armor percentage is coming afterwards, which I don't know, I didn't test, it would be awkward anyways. Yeah. It would be really awkward, because, like, it's first calculating your evasion, so therefore it is first calculating your armor as well, and then it equalizes your armor to your already calculated evasion. So, like, percent armor shouldn't do anything. You need percent evasion, long story short. The few legendary stack, for example, if I transfer items or legendary effect, which give me like all resistances, you only can run one of them. Back to farming the mines. I can sit on all damage reduction as well. Like, I don't know. Let's do elite damage reduction, I guess. I don't know. Elemental resistance. Inner fire damage. Life regeneration. Ugh. Melee damage reduction. Thorns. Elite damage reduction. There it is, finally. Okay. Everything looks golden. Do we have a max roll? Evasion is maximum rolled. Lock it. Actually, life is maximum rolled as well somehow. Dude, evasion on the top is also maximum rolled. What are these rolls? Okay. We go. 1092. It makes it so confusing. Because, like, this is a +1 item, so, like, I'm not really used to these numbers. It's gonna take a while for me to roll this. $748. $11.5 fire, that's good. Max life. Yo, what's up, Horn? Hey, man. Armor pen is max. 2 more stats. Come on. 11.5 or 748. 11.5. Locked to life. Now we only need elite damage reduction. 748. Here we go. I lied, by the way. That's not what we only need. We can lock that. Now we're going to be looking at the legendary rolls. We need a 16% there. Boom. The item is complete for now. It's not that great, but... Well, it's not complete, right? We need to roll the other stuff as well. My fire and light resistance are really low. Like, I need to quickly upgrade this guy. For sure. So, master stats. Maybe Astorius again? Yeah. There we go. Master stats is Whirlwind. Attribute is Savagery. Okay, the entire gear is 120 level now. Now comes the part where we're going to be leveling them up. I have like anything ready to level. This guy is Like they're both almost there. That guy's there too. Right, I'll probably gamble with the rings actually. 98% successful. 99% successful. Reinforcement rate. This is my third time failing my necklace with like below 15% failure chance. That is so sad actually. Need a beer? The cuffs, please. Oh, critical. Oh no, I got baited again. I was thinking critical strike chance is the perfect stat, but it's not. I can certainly see myself putting a critical strike chance somewhere, 100%. But that's not it. Mala, Indomitable explained above. If somebody asks again, evasion value 0.75, if being hit 1.5 on top. Yeah. Is it on top? Or is it 150 of your evasion as armor now? It's on top, isn't it? It's crazy. How is it on top? That'd be insane. It's on top? Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Am I not getting hit or something, by the way? Indomitable Mountain, there it is. 89%. Well, there's a point also afterwards. I'm like almost 90% mitigation from armor right now. But I need to get hit first for that to start working. It just like res up again or something, I don't know. Still need to farm a full set gear, including plus crits and ancestral rolls. Oh, you're not gonna believe me, but I've gotten like 8 nether pieces today, I think, and completed my gear. That was crazy. Like, not 8 usable, don't get me wrong, but like obviously some duplicates, and then the last 3 that I needed, basically, right? And Miss Ready. Maybe something like this. Oh, critical double. Let's go. Well, sometimes lucky. Any flags? Right there. What's going on? No, I'm stuck there. Need to go through the middle. The Gardens never disappoints with its layouts. Some on the current gear is missing, but it's fine as is. Still beating every Huntress by a mile. Man, don't trash talk my new character, please. You cannot talk me out of it. Oh my god. We'll get you there. Thank you. Guys, am I not like maxed out on tenacity? What's going on? I actually am missing 10% again. Oh, yeah. Where did I lose my tenacity again? Who knows? All these. Ah, maybe I was actually like using a skill with tenacity. That is entirely possible. Let me see. Armor pen. What's my armor pen right now? Yeah, it's 93, but it's going to be scaling higher with my levels, of course. This could be there. I don't really know how I lost tenacity, honestly. There's one over here that gives you like armor as well, but and elite damage reduction. It's not too bad. But then you need to sacrifice your armor pen, which I probably could, actually. That's okay. Right. That also explains. That's hilarious. Okay, that also explains. I had too much savagery rolling, basically. Let's see the stats one more time now. 100% tenacity. Beautiful. Do you gain influence levels only in the battlefields? Yeah, I think so, Valanar. That shoots through the walls sometimes. I can shoot through the walls as well with my meteors, but there needs to be nothing on my main screen. Then it procs on like basically off screen. So I don't think it's consistent. Going slow even on 10 plus. It is very slow to farm that, but you have some outs today I've learned something, and I would actually really appreciate it if you could try it yourself. So when you're exiting to town, like the final time, right? You're not going into next level, you're just exiting. Try respeccing into full bravery, okay? See if you're going to be getting extra influence. Because I think and I suspect that like influence gain is happening when you're exiting your run, finally. And that gain can be boosted by influence gain plus nodes, which bravery has quite a bit. So that will at least give you like 50% influence gain, if it is indeed working that way. I didn't confirm it yet, but maybe you can confirm it for us. He keeps on TPing. Probably one more run, to be fair. Let's see. To be honest with you, I shouldn't even be doing Primordial Nether anymore, probably. Just go get some influence. Maybe some like affinity upgrades for tomorrow's Huntress leveling. Which affinity is the training sword belonging to? Like target that basically, right? Any advice for someone who started the Netherworld? If your character is strong enough, you can certainly grind and get out of there, because there's another Netherworld afterwards, which is called the Primordial Netherworld. And the drop rates and the Nether charge is increasing. So it's much more rewarding when it comes to like grinding out Nether pieces. Apart from that, not really. Not that I can think of. Well, yeah, sure, like, thanks to the Netherworld, you can actually target farm legendaries as well. There's like a magnifying glass on the top right. You can search for like the legendary's name, I suppose, that you need. And you can at the very least become like, you know, almost, you know, full legendary and almost all level 100 just easily. So that would give you the strength that you need also. How do I unlock the primordial nether? You need to finish the entire a normal nether basically, right? Kill like the challenge, like finish the challenge, kill all the warlords or whatever. It's just like the others. How's it going, by the way, Wody? Welcome, mates. Good evening to you. I can actually do the witch. Vastora the witch. I don't know if I want to do it. It is terrible. Nice. Oops. Right, 19 now. This guy's +4 and my necklace is +3, and I've gotten this necklace like 3 hours before my tiara. That is how many times this thing failed on me. It's like neck and neck now. A belt is ready to be 12. Maybe 13 belts? This probably requires me to max it out. Yeah, 13 belts now. Take a chance here, maybe. It actually critted as well. 14 cloak. Okay. Just started the normal nether, I see. After a couple of missions, I'm absolutely wrecking so far. It's just annoying at the freezes and the slows, yeah. There'll be stuff like that quite a bit. And there'll be like healing stoppage as well, which is the Shadow Curse. But remember, you can gain some specific resistance from your ancestral tree as well on the go. So like if you're against something that's difficult like Aspire or Light or Curse, you could take that with a flexible node on your ancestral tree. Just for that encounter. Yeah, we should play with Magic Find here, by the way. What did I even do? Like, what did that undo do, you think? That's messed up. Quantity, I guess, right? Well, that's clearly not working. Quantity. There we go. Magic items, quantity. This is 5%, this is 10%, and then there's another one over here, which is 10%. I'm not removing the movement speed. So like I'll take this guy and this guy. I think so. Try to find a couple of like perfect rolls in this run. Have to pray for that helmet. I could, but then I would lose my +2 projectile, so no, we're not doing that. Fair. Fair. Guess you have one of those builds. It was easy for me to adjust always. Is there any way to like increase the amount of elites we are facing in this game somehow? Not sure. The battlefield 20 ports as normal, and that was 200 influence. With the pool bravery 240, so 20 more, but the tools be saying 40% more. Okay, what I'm curious of that is that, like, how are you even able to see the number? Like 200, where do you see that influence number that you gained? I'd like to see that too. At the end, maybe like the completion screen, perhaps? Maybe? After unit, okay, okay. That's good. I think we're gonna do like maybe 50 floors here if I had the time. I'll see. That fireball. Who's chasing who? How the turntables. Lots of farming waiting for me. 210 to 240 on Wrath 10 per floor. With full bravery or no? Without? Okay, I'll tell you how much we're gonna get. We're gonna push quite a bit here, as long as like I have the time. And it depends, like if my wife wants to play a game together or not. We're playing a little bit of like Expedition 33 together. At the speed of a turtle, unfortunately, but still progressing slowly. That's... Rather play the game than with each other. I'd rather continue streaming in that case, I think. I'm kidding. Didn't catch my drift. Well, I guess I haven't. Aren't we getting like a multiplier to influence gain as well if I continue pushing further and further? Isn't there such a thing? I thought there was. The golden slurm. Guessing it's right now, floor 72. But the only thing increase seems to be multi for the breaches. Okay, in that case, it doesn't punish me for getting out of the of here and upgrading my gear, which is very good news, by the way. Like, if I'm gonna do this for like just the influence, then it's fine for me to like get out to upgrade my gear every time, which is extremely good news for me. Floor 10 with a boss. Yeah, we're gonna get out, but let's see. Oh. Yeah. Right, that was a achievement for some reason. Head home. How much influence did we gain? 1476, guys, in 10 floors. Wait, you lied to me. You said like 200 to 240. This is this is like 147. Oh no. Ay ay ay. That's not good. Mana vision. Yeah, sure. Ancestral strike damage? Maybe. Critical damage? Evasion? Thorns? Imagine playing a Thorns build, by the way, eventually. Ancestral strike damage, another one. Automatic resistances? I think I'm deleting those this time. Life leech, evasion again. Zach is there saying, is unlocking the first nether map just a big grind of doing all the maps basically? Wait, I don't know. Zach. Okay, so you need to like complete this, the left side, the realm of the Adriates, right? And then it unlocks the formidable opponents. And then when you complete the formidable opponents, it unlocks the warlords, which is connected to Nether, I think, right? So you just have to go through Warlords, then Primordial opens up? Yes. Yeah. That is correct. Both shoulders and the gloves are about to be leveling up. It just requires like one more run or something. Rebound chance. That's honestly not too bad, by the way. Rebound chance is pretty huge, I think, right? Sure, one more evasion, why not? Overdrive damage. Cooldown reduction, maybe. It goes all the way to like 2k. Max life, maybe. Just keep on getting the same, I feel like. Bad tiara here for level 55. It's all done though. Like I could slap this to a leveling character, I guess. Projectile damage reduction. That's the Frostbolt braces, I think. Deadly Splinter. Thorns damage. Stones. Like I don't even know if I'm getting something good out of salvaging these. I'm not really sure. The battlefield has a plus and minus sign on the top right. Yeah, that is to scale the Wrath even further to test your build out. But it doesn't really increase the rewards, however. No more rewards. Just like runs or something here. Dun, 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 dun. It's like 14k or something influence, right? Look at this, like some of them didn't even increase. I think maybe I gained like +1 to some. That's about it. Influence is a ridiculous grind. What the hell is that? Oof. Hey, Robin. 10 levels after like 30 floors of breaches. The 10 influence level sounds very good though. How did you get that much? What? When did I exit again? That I exited like 10, right? I exited 10 and I've gotten like 14, 70, I think. Which gave me like 1 or 2 levels at best. It's probably a 10-hour grind per dungeon type. Yeah, probably. But I'm also thinking a projectiles character that is clearing the screen with just like a one tap and moving faster is probably better than this character that I'm playing for a grind like that. So, which is most likely what I'll try to do on my Huntress. So, like the influence grind will wait, I think. Remember reading it's 12 inf per breach closed. Okay. Maybe a run without the bosses, I don't know. So the last branch of talents, or how do they call it, that gives you 40% influence. Does that not help much? I couldn't confirm yet. I tried to like, it's called bravery by the way. I tried to, bravery attributes. I tried to like swap into it before exiting, hoping that like it's gonna boost the amount of like influence we're gonna get from the ending screen. But I'm not even sure if it worked or not, because I don't know, we got tiny bits. It wasn't really big numbers. I would need to run another 10 over here and then it exits to be able to like compare basically, I think. Because 45% is like a big boost, right? If it's somewhat close to the number that I've gotten, then it means it's not working. You need to probably like play with it instead of just swapping to it at the exit. We do 10 levels here then in that case, and then I'll exit one more time and see what happens. What did I find? Fragments found. That is so awkward. It's damage to elites. Okay, that leaves me with questions. I wonder like if I would like to put that somewhere. Why did I even like roll damage for these? Epic stat. Like I'm pretty sure I've rolled this on an epic stat somewhere. Yeah, I rolled it on gloves, for instance, but on gloves there's way too much that I would like to get. Like that evasion goes away for something else, for sure. And there's no room on those. Rear damage reduction. So the belt one, maybe. Belt has only one graft remaining. Yeah, tough choice. I don't think I can do it. At least not right now. It's not happening. Somehow didn't proc it. Any Hunter's plays in the chat? Hunter's Enjoyment. Does pick up radius increase when you level up the legendary item? How am I supposed to know? I don't know. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. Maybe. Like the Goldust find increases. That I know. No, to be fair, like, probably not, because most of the stuff that manages to scale, they have a number assigned to them, I think. So, I would really doubt it. So, for instance, like, Earthbreak, right? Like, my shoulders with the meteors and stuff, like, they don't scale at all. Only the maid so far. Hunter's here, what's up? I'll be leveling 1 tomorrow. I'll see how it's going to be feeling. Probably want to do some sort of like a elemental wonky build that like clears the screen. Maybe a bit of like, you know, awkward single targets, but Vengeance could always carry us for that. Like good screen clear character. That's what I'm gonna try and do. We'll check out like every single build, I think. I mean, every single ability. And try to decide what I want to do. My Huntress is like level 12, maybe? So tomorrow we're gonna have like a leveling stream, basically. As I understand, you can grind the influence level while leveling a new character as well. Yeah, I think so too. But you do gain a little bit more influence on the later Wrath. So, like, it's not the most optimal thing to do. But it is being shared through the characters, so... no need to be ashamed. Not ashamed. There's nothing this time. Bum bum ba bum. Like a buff or something. I'm gaining the shield all the time. Maybe it's gone now. Okay, 2 more floors, then I exit without bravery and see the numbers. Don't see anything. Some blinders. Tauntis build so far is one is full elemental damage burn. Now full skill damage with one-shotting multiple screens. I don't think I want to do another skill damage build though, that's the problem. Gonna... I would like to check some like elemental stuff right now, I think. Okay, listen. How about cooldown reduction instead of one of the helm nodes? Like I have evasion and maximum life. Do you think I could just do like raw damage and cooldown reduction maybe? Grafting over there? What do you think? You could also do it over here. Instead of 5k evasion, you could do cooldown reduction there. Can you get 100% cooldown reduction in this game? Can you imagine the meteors then? %75% is the cap? That's 75% of this cooldown. 2.5%. Trabolic is there saying any builds for beginners level 50. Are you playing a knight also, Trabolic? I saw your message on YouTube as well just now. I'm sorry if I was late. Let me know if you're playing a knight as well. I just played the whirlwind build for the most part with grappling, and you can see the build that is like there's a build link in the chat right now. You can write exclamation build in the chat to like have the link. I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. But for the most part, while I was leveling, I went for like full skill damage and try with this basically, like a grappling hook, hooking everything, the captain hook modifier over here is very good. And then I went like whirlwind. That's how I like leveled up. But there's also a weapon called trainee weapon. So if you can find that, it basically increases your leveling speed. Like, you could certainly check that out as well. It's pretty good. And you do want to level its affinity up as well a little bit, as long as you can afford to. The burn one was fun, shooting a couple of arrows and then proccing a lot of fireballs that inflicted even more burns. So it's some sort of like an ancestral strike, I suppose. Is that it? The fireball proc from the ancestral tree. Aseric is saying, I went with the knight, the hook with the necro minion sword, and it's so much fun hooking everything into my minions and they're destroying everything. Do you need to like stack minion damage afterwards when you play something like that? Because there's a stat that is like minion damage, I think. Guys, I'm gonna head home. So let's observe, because like I did one extra. Influence rank 30. So 2k. Maybe just... This 2k is only going into the prison. So what happened to my influence? And from 30 to 31, I only need 500. Now that doesn't sound too bad. We need to keep on testing. There's something else that I'm gonna make. You run without the bosses, I think. Because I don't know if it's giving for everything. It must be, but... it doesn't show it for some reason. It's very awkward. Maybe you want to run like without bosses. Huh. Failed. Double and crits. That time it was lucky. So this is gonna get... Wait, is that becoming 14? That's actually becoming 14 right now. Joe is there saying, any tips for the nether gear farm? Are you on the primordial nether yet, Joe? Yes, the fireballs were from the ancestors strike note tree, Also on the controller, I cannot seem to get the graph to work. It only selects the top stats. Guess I gotta use the mouse for now. Oh, I've never tried it out with the controller, actually. I'm sorry, but there's like a small little arrow that you need to click to change the stats of the grafting, which I assume you know. I don't know how it works on the controller, but perhaps somebody else does in the chat, guys. Hey, Koba, welcome. My suggestions for like nether gear. Yeah, I got to the primordial gears. I just need to like grind the flag areas for the bonus nether. Yeah, so you grind the flag areas, right? And you like... it's easier if I show. So how I did it was... Right, so this is primordial, right? Obviously, I had like some stuff locked. I still do have some stuff locked. So for instance, if the flag is over here for me, I was just like running something that eventually builds up to it. So that way, like slowly I'm unlocking everything, if that makes sense to you. When I'm about like 170 or something nether charge, this is the interesting part. Like I did... well, this is a little bit in depth, but... So let's just assume that like I'm missing gloves and rings. Those are like the biggest upgrades, right? Like you can actually like target the ring droppers basically, right? Like you can type ring over here and then it will be shining the bosses that are like dropping rings. And you want to run the one that is like dropping 2 rings because it's possible. But you get the idea. So a little bit more in depth is that like you can try to run something that you're only missing. Such as like helm, neck, gloves, and then like rings or something. So you try to like maximize your chances of like getting a nether piece that you use not going to be a duplicate for you. But more importantly, you're also capable of like targeting the nether power, if that makes sense, later on. This is like very later on, but like you could do like Olorin, for instance, which is what I have done, right? This way, if you can like manage to drop the Olorin necklace, right, this guy, then you don't necessarily need to like reroll or graft the legendary power. So you should also consider that the fact that like you can reroll the legendary power, right? Yeah, there's quite a bit to like think about, basically, pretty much. Yeah, from the magnifying glass on the top right, you can actually search. Indeed. Thank you for the follows, by the way, guys. Evening with Bats, how are you? What are we doing? Okay, ring upgrades. Or is the flames? Okay. Stoneforge. Justin says government on those Steam saying there will be 15 new sets in the DLC, that's on top of all the old ones. That's nice. Just want to stack that a little bit in this run. Chaos as a random charismatic. Let's try it. This is going to be Clown Fiesta again. Hopefully it's not something that will light us curse me permanently. We'll see. Here we go. 189% maximum life. That's fine. I think we can deal with that. I have the damage. Spent like 7 million gold in this game today. Just one. Fixing the itemization, pretty much. All my areas are like level 30 to 40 influence. You have higher influence than I do. And I'm looking forward to grinding it out at some point. Just trying to figure it out a little bit. But at the same time, I think it's going to be a little bit easier to like farm it on a character that is clearing the entire screen. Doesn't necessarily have to have as much DPS as this guy. Definitely not. but just like, you know, one shot the entire screen. Because like Battlefields doesn't really scale so high anyways. And then go next quickly. Next screen. Enemies explode in 3 waves, make your FPS sad too. I'm not sure. Try running that like low effects setting. I had some issue with my FPS the past couple of days, but I think it has something to do with like burn calculations. Right now, I don't really have FPS problems anymore ever since like I replaced that. I was restarting my game multiple times per stream actually because of that. It's not a thing anymore for some reason. I think I don't know, the burn calculation of like burning everything just like bugged or something, I'm not sure. Or maybe it had something to do with the ring. Yeah. It certainly helps the low effects for sure, because like it lowers the effects of your animations and stuff as well. So, what the hell? What do I do? Increase damage maybe. %25 more enemies. Beautiful. I'm thinking I should actually like pick up the Slurm buff edits a bit more often than this. The reason is because like there's a very rare node which is like equalizing your gold to your Slurms, which buffs your gold quite a bit. So. Something that I did not consider. I should have taken this easier there. My only crash has been like moving tab. Left click controlling legendary stash sometimes like locks up the game hard. I actually didn't crash in this game so far, I think. I want to say. Let's go. We have no music anymore. The game gave up. Not sure why. Maybe I can force start it and see. Ugh. It's keen. Evasion and crit chance. That's good, maybe. Man. Guys, I don't like my rewards so far. It has been very bad. More enemies. Let's go for the Slormite find. Alright, what are we looking at here? Slurm quantity into war chance. No. Increases the overall quality of the equipment and everything. For 5 waves, they're tankier. That's okay, by the way, I don't mind. I think we're doing that. 5 waves of tankiness, but 26% quality of everything. Yeah, okay, that's a good change. Another epic challenge. Quantity is equal to your vortex quality. Damn. 26% quantity. For 3 waves, incredible attack speed, basically. Sure. He has so much HP. I need to see how much HP he has. Give me 1 sec. Display the enemy life total. Okay. How much? 2 billion. Right, that doesn't sound too bad, actually. Could have been worse. Nice single target, by the way. Oof, normal challenges +1. That doesn't work for me. You add Reaper Smith spirits of random for obelisk. No, I'm gonna go with this. Normal challenges increasing. The duration is fucked up at like 109%. I'll try it. Okay. Shouldn't have entered there. Nice. $700 increased damage. It's okay. Bit of Slormite. There are 2 elites that are immune right now. I don't want to put more. Ugh. Let's say there's more damage, maybe. Unless, like, I have to, or it gives, like, gold. I think I'm gonna dodge the enemy health. Where's the gold rewards, by the way? Game's trolling. We're at wave 50 almost. Overall quality equipment, slow mines, 66%. Let's take it. Hold the phone. Test the bravery check, and it indeed works. One small detail is that the number in the summary is not increased by 1.4, but if you track the XP bar, it does gain 1 to 4 times. Right, so did you swap the bravery at the very last second? Like, are we 100% sure that it works? Well, I'll need to demonstrate it on a video somehow. Even if you say yes. So, like, I need to figure out how to demonstrate it, basically. Cooldown reduction isn't the same as mine's cooldown time. This means you can get above 75% effectively. Yeah, swap before exit, okay. Any gold rewards, please? Okay. It's actually not giving me any gold. Or my first gold since like 20 levels or something. Can also choose the boss chest. Wait, I'll go there. I am not following you. Surge. What do you mean? Swapping into bravery, it works on end rewards and it should work on chests as well. Are you talking about like the chests of the warlords? Slurm, influence, golders, magic. But the warlord chest is not affected by these. Do we get some like completion bonus there? I don't remember. This one maybe. Any pure stats? Is there pure stat rolls there? No. No, I don't think you can affect those chests, mates. This is probably going to be one of my better chests, by the way. Don't kick out of my hands. Great. Perfect. Sometimes misses. Yeah, you have like a mischance, basically, I guess. Perfect. Where could this be applied to? Well, only the exit of battlefields is rewarding you like that, as far as I know. Yeah, it's a bit tankier now. 70% maximum life that I just picked is tipping the scales. I had to click it there. Ooh, what's going on? Quantity of everything. What? Wait, what the hell? What is going on? I got so lucky here. Alright, let's hope I don't die, by the way. I'm actually taking damage now. What Guys, this chest is going to be big. I can feel it. 30 million incoming. Maybe that's good. So how does the -% work then, in that case? Search about the cooldown reduction, because there's a legendary for it, I think. What did I roll? I have a bunch of like quantity stuff, gold stuff. I've even like taken the curse that increases the gold, so they are very tanky. That's one thing, but like as long as we don't scale their tankiness further than this, we should be okay, which I am going to here, because 620%, even more health. I need to see this guy's health, honestly. Maybe I should open the health numbers again. That guy is not dying. Massive fireball. Any gold rewards? Please explode upon dying. Wave 77, guys. CDRS mage is always nice. I mean, more hooks would be really nice for me too. It would literally give me more screen clear right here as I play this. We'll be hooking a lot more frequently. I'm gonna take this for now. Don't really have that much attack speed and movement speed on them. Clumping up together faster than the normal speed, so that helps me with the clear too. White cows. No gold rewards. So annoying. This guy, there's no other choice. I guess one is reducing the time between the default cooldown. Once. Time to research, it would be nice. Certainly. 3 additional elites, which will yield more gold. And then the multiplier is giving more gold too. Guys, 30 million chests right here. There's so many elites in the middle. I should do like a big hook on the next one, I guess. Oh, what is going on? 18% quantity. Non-elite enemies are regenerating. Like, worst case, can't I swap weapon at the end? 7 waves. Worst case, can't I swap weapon at the end to kill them? I think this is for science. Here we go. At the end isn't like when the elite is alone, right? Like, I kill the trash, the elite I cannot kill, then I swap weapon and I kill him, you know, healing reduction kind of thing. Keeps on eating. Just keep on pulling. It's fine. What's the worst thing that's gonna happen? Big brain, keep him alive, yeah. 361. What about my curse vest, so. Oof. Right. And the problem is they're healing back up, aren't they? Some must be dying there. What is going on? I can't get in there. The explosions are too much. Alright, we're gonna pull more. What is the worst that can happen? Following wave has more enemies. Let's do it. This is 100% the most insane forge I have done so far. Maybe that will melt your PC. Yeah, maybe the CPU. Calculations. Going brrr. Problem is they're healing before I can deal one more damage. Right, I'm taking too much damage. We need to pull more. Pull more. Covered slippery eyes. Oh, yeah, okay. The healing was sitting in 7 waves, but I think we're like 4 in or something, I want to say. This is the moment of truth. Right here. Watch this, guys. Oh my god, that is so cheesy. I love that. That was beautiful. Oh, 100% tenacity is, that is very awkward though. Yeah, I cannot play this, I think. Like, no meteors basically, that's what it means. Alright, we'll go, quality this time around, I guess. Too bad. Even more maximum life. What's the worst thing that's gonna happen? Next wave. Slippery ice should be cancelling soon too, hopefully. I was so low HP there. Hard to tell if he's getting kills or not. I do not know. More enemies in the next wave. I think I'm gonna finish this wave off. Oi, I need to heal. Uh-oh. Yo. Okay, we're safe. I wonder if that's still healing, I'm not sure. $91. The interesting thing is that, like, I am leeching, right, guys? And the damage that I do with the curse is not leechable because it's as if, like, they're dealing the damage to themselves, basically, right? So, like, there I didn't leech anything, they just killed themselves. Well, what do you mean somewhere? It's like 12 degrees in Belgium. I wish it worked that way. It actually does work that way for some people, because like when I was going to pick up Alex today from school, right, I have a beanie and like people are with like t-shirts. It certainly is not working that way for me. Like that's just like I need to look at the actual weather, I think. Like the degrees, you know. This one, maybe. The temperature, I should say. Critical strike and 30%. For rest of the expedition you gain quality every time you complete a wave now. Less life leech, just needs speed, shadow. If it was quantity, then I would have thought about it, but like quantity for crit strike chance, it's just really not worth. Guys, 5 more waves. Did you add too much HP? I have, yeah. I have the curse running again. But it's fine, I'm... Like, I have enough damage to deal with this, I think. Very easily. Especially when they stack up. Magic. Equal shield? No. The additional release, right? Wearing leather jackets. Now we're talking about like just because of style? Like drip? Or is it because like they were cold, you think? I don't know. But yeah, I like to wear a t-shirt, for instance, like I need the temperature to be about like 24 degrees, I think. It's Celsius. And today was 12. That's not happening for me. Invincible elite in the next wave with more gold. Guys, this is right here. 30 million gold in the chest. I can feel it. Yeah, I'm gonna call for more. Call for backup. There is one guy in there. Oh, it's the elite that's invulnerable, of course. If we can go. The elite is still alive. Like, how much HP did they have? Must be dead now. Oh, this was 100. There it is, guys. 30 million. It's missing a decimal, man. Oh my god. Oh, 17k of this spirit at least, right? That's good. See how many items I'm going to be getting. You lost a figure along the way, yeah, pretty much. I'm getting a few items here at least. I guess like that quantity works for that. That's good. That's very good. How much gold did we have? Like 3 million something, right? Oh, raw damage. Talk to me. Anything else? Elite damage reduction. Probably not, to be fair. Critical strike damage, that was interesting. Max life. Elemental damage. Armor. Retail percent. What? I didn't even know that was a thing. Tenacity, interesting. Oh, there's an evasion defense stat one more time. Right, so the raw damage goes to my helm, I think. Instead of the maximum life, I would say. Something like this. Yeah, out of nowhere, I'm getting 5,000 raw damage. Like, what the hell? Grafts. 1,300,000 average skill damage right now. I would like to tell you that, like, yesterday morning when I opened the stream, I had 300,000. So just extra 1 million there, pretty much. We have been grinding, but that out of the way, I need to go for today. It's 11 p.m. I'm gonna chill for like 1 hour and then go to bed. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the stream. This was a nice stream. I normally stream in the morning for kind of noon for Europe. And that's very early morning in the US or middle of the night. Thanks for your company. Thanks for the follows and the subs. Take care, everybody. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we will we'll probably create a new character, actually. We'll see. Or, you know, grab the Huntress. Live it up. Live it up. Before I log out, one last thing. Come to Corey. Let's see like how the affinity is looking for Corey. Corey, Ironbender. Ah, that's almost there. Yeah, I need like one more Forge run, and then I can actually level up the Corey Ironbender to 100. Which would mean that like my trainee weapon is going to be highest affinity, so highest experience. Beautiful. Take care, guys. Much love to you. Have a good night.